Sophia Sanders is excited to begin her journey at Connected University in the fall, and she gets notified that it's time to fill out her housing application. When she's ready, Sophia logs into her admitted student portal, reviews the application submission deadlines, and begins her application. This portal is going to be the hub for all things housing during her time at Connected University, including submitting maintenance requests and submitting room checks. While filling out the application, Sophia can submit information such as desired residence halls, her preferences on being an early riser or a night owl, how clean she likes her room, and what activities she plans on being involved in during her time at Connected U. These questions are going to help the housing staff automatically find roommates with similar preferences and traits and place her in a room that fits her needs. Once she has completed the application, Sophia can review the information she submitted and await notification of next steps. As Sophia is preparing for her journey at Connected U, she receives a notification that her friend, Abigail, has requested to be her roommate this year. Sophia comes back into her housing portal and reviews Abigail's housing preferences prior to accepting the request. Inside Salesforce, Nick, the housing director, can see Sophia's application and the flow of all applications for the fall term. On the housing period record, Nick can get a quick at-a-glance view of the progression of each housing group and the occupancy status for all the residence halls on campus. As Nick zooms in on the fall first-year students, he can calculate the priority scores for these students. The priority scores will inform the housing solution on the order that it should place students into rooms using the random housing match function. However, Nick isn't stuck with only the random match capability. As Nick clicks in the Assign Selection Slots tab, he sets up the schedule for students and their roommate groups to log into the portal and select their own available room. Nick and the housing team are aware of some students who they would like to place individually in a specific room. To do that, Nick navigates to the Housing Assignment tab and selects the Fall 2025 housing period. Here, Nick can navigate the filters and place Sophia and Abigail in the Snyder 100 room. Nick can also place a hold on rooms through this tab for maintenance or special accommodations. These assignments and holds are tentative until the location assignments are confirmed. Now that the room slots are made and the individual room assignments are complete, Nick can navigate to the housing period to run the housing match. The match takes the priority score and residence hall occupancy percentage into consideration as it places the selected number of applicants into available rooms around campus. With the housing match completed, Nick can navigate back to the housing period to see the change in residence hall occupancy. At this time, Nick is ready to lock in the room assignments. Finally, the last step is to set up the student's check-in date and time for the fall. Fast forward to Welcome Week, and Nick greets Sophia at the residence hall check-in by taking her ID number and some intake information. Nick can perform this action through a desktop, phone, or tablet. Now Sophia and her roommate can get into their room and start their college experience. With keys in hand, Sophia is tasked with logging into her housing portal and submitting a location check to confirm the condition of the room before she moves in. This process is entirely self-service, and Sophia can see the conditions that would have been submitted by the RA before she arrived. If she disagrees with a stated condition, she can submit photos and add descriptions of damage. The values submitted here will be important later as Nick reviews housing fees at the end of the year. Sophia is now 3 months into the semester and the heat in her room starts to act up. She promptly logs into the housing portal to submit a facilities request. Here she can select what kind of request she has and submit information for a technician to take a look at her broken heater. These requests can be integrated to an existing facilities management solution or be handled directly in Salesforce through Service Cloud and Field Service. With the year coming to close, Nick logs into the housing solution to take a look at room fees ahead of the term checkout. Here he can see the location assignment that was made for Sophia last summer and can see the room rate that was applied to her account. These room rates are variable and can accommodate various rate models, dependent on factors such as residence hall and room type. Additionally, Nick can log new fees directly within Salesforce that will integrate to Sophia's student account, such as a lost key fee. Thank you, and we hope you found this demonstration of the Servio Consulting Housing Solution informative. To learn more about Servio or our housing solution, please reach out to the email listed here.